Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Safe2Talk. As you can see today, I'm all by myself, doing a solo. My wife is not around, so I still decided to do one quick video just to talk about one thing that really, I was thinking about. So, growing up as a boy, becoming a man, I found out a few things, I wish I've learned or I knew prior becoming a man. A lot of us, as men, when we were young, we some of us did have a father figure, some of us didn't. Like myself, I didn't have a father figure. Everything that I've learned was from trial and error, either from the older generation, the people from the same neighborhood, or friends of older brothers and such. So if you go online and you Google and you say, "Hey, what should I teach my son before he turns 18?" There's many things that you can learn from it, but I'm just gonna point out a few things that I think it would made a lot of difference to me if I knew this before. One of the first thing definitely that would have helped me um, become a different person would be learning about my religion. Obviously, I knew the basic. I knew the basic Ramadan, Salat, praying, helping the needy and stuff like that. But I did not know the creed, the fundamental of our religion. The more I grew up, the more I was questioning, um, the, the the deen and Islam, and the more I really got more curious about the deen. And that happened later on down the line. But I wish I knew that later, sorry, earlier, um, when I was younger, so that maybe it would shape me different. The other thing that I also would wanted when I was a kid is to have my father around when certain things was happening. One of the thing is teach me how to fight. Some, I've learned the hard way. Obviously, got into fight a lot. Not knowing what to do. Sometimes you think your anger would be enough, but that's not the case. And when you feel your first knockout or your first blow, you don't know how to react. So a lot of the things that happened to me was, how can I change that or how can I perfect that? But if you have a father, obviously, if something like this would have happened to you, he will actually teach you how to defend yourself. So one of the things I will definitely do for my boys, whether they like it or not, is to put them in a martial art where they can learn how to defend themselves. To the minimum, you need to learn how to defend yourself. Nowadays, when the bullying and the abuse that happens outside, whether it's in school or around your friends, the bullying does happen. Whatever you do, you cannot escape. So when it comes to my two sons, they definitely have to learn how to defend themselves. When you are in martial art, any type of martial art, one of the things that they will teach you is how to control your anger, how to have respect for your peers, and after you will learn how to defend yourself. Um, if I knew that, a lot of the situation that happened to me when I was younger, I would definitely will be able to diffuse it in a better way. But since I did not know how to defend myself, all I wanted to do as soon as someone provokes me is to prove myself and pretty much show them that I'm stronger or he's stronger or whatnot. But if I would have learned martial art, I would have a better respect not only for myself but also for others. Also, one of the things that I would definitely teach my son is how to how to maintain and save their money. When I was younger, I was living paycheck after paycheck, and even sometimes if my bonus came in, you know, I knew that whatever money that came in, I have to spend it before my next paycheck. Um, I didn't have any sense of, you know, how to save money or how to manage money. Financially, I was not in a good position, let alone how to save money. I was helping my mom, my family back home. So whatever change that I had left, my thing is, have fun, buy the next hat or buy the next shoes or Adidas and whatnot. So I will definitely teach my sons that those material stuff won't last. You definitely need to save your money, and if you're not going to be saving your money, the best you can do is help others that are in need. Um, Even my little son now, even when he sees homeless people that are hungry or cold, even when they were driving, he wants us to stop and help them. So that shows me that he does have it in him. So as a parent, we should definitely push that. The other thing is, education. When I was younger, education was one of those typical stuff. Go to school, learn, come back, and make sure you pass and you succeed and you go to the next grade. But there was nothing above that. So, um, as a parent, I definitely feel like the urge to be part of their their career path. Obviously not career, but the growth, what they go through from kindergarten, elementary, high school, then eventually college. I'm not the. I don't think I'm not gonna be the parent that will push them to go to college, university if they want to pursue a certain degree. Obviously, you're gonna have to continue the education, but I'm gonna be more vocal on making sure you work for yourself. At the end of the day, I live in this cycle where I work for a corporation and it's a 9 to 5, obviously, but I don't want that for my kids. I want them to be successful on their own, create something for themselves, and eventually grow from there. Um, I definitely want them to learn something. I don't want them to be, a bum, quote unquote, but they definitely have to learn the basic, uh, numbers and le- writing and reading, and obviously from there, um, we'll see what they like about education. When it comes to one of my son, he likes technology. So obviously, if I start young on teaching him some of the software, hardware, building, websites, some of the small stuff that you can learn on YouTube. There's a lot of things that you can learn on YouTube. If I start at an early age, maybe he's going to develop something later on. Maybe he's going to be a programmer, some engineer or something like that. So definitely, I want him to be something else other than the usual, where you go to work, you go to school, you get a career, and you start to work 9 to 5. I want them something more for them. Um, the other thing, also, I was more thinking about is learn how to be independent. A lot of the days, kids nowadays, they learn how to be, uh, especially in our community, we teach them the basic stuff, and then when they decide finally to leave home or to either to get married or they move to a different city for other reasons, they do not know how to live beyond the basic need. And what I mean by that is that they won't know how to cook, they won't know how to wash their clothes, not to mix with color and white stuff. I was personally a victim of that. Once I decided to move, I felt the need to be independent. That was a shocking for me. For the first year, I'll be 100% honest with you. I was eating outside 24/7, breakfast, lunch, dinner outside. So it was not a good practice because I did not know how to cook. That's a basic necessity. You definitely need to learn how to cook. Um, and obviously, second year, third year, even when I had my daughter, this is where I started to be more hands-on. Thankfully for YouTube, there's a lot of things on YouTube that can be benefit beneficial for everybody. One of them is learn how to cook. So I started cooking small stuff, breakfast, and then move from there, pasta, chicken, vegetables, and move from there. and now I'm able to pretty much sustain a whole family. So I will definitely, one of the things I will teach my kids is how to be independent, but not only financially, but also, you know, learn how to cook, learn how to uh, take care of yourself physically as well, and also learn how to uh, help others. So that's one of the, you know, there's a lot of things that honestly I always think about. I wish I had, but since I'm not gonna go back and dwell on my past, I'm not here to be playing the victim or what I didn't get versus what I got and what other people did get and that I didn't get. So at the end of the day, whatever happened to me happened to me. It shaped me for the person I am today. The only thing I'm going to be accountable right now is to make sure my kids have what I didn't and make sure that they don't just get, they're not spoiled, but obviously I want to make sure that I teach them the proper way. Um, and if you look online, you'll see a lot of things that are beneficial, but some of the stuff I don't care, hygiene and stuff. Those are no, there's no question about it. Even in our deen, it's a mandatory. So when it comes to hygiene, when it comes to um, looking clean and having a driver license, to me, those are essentials, but they're not something that will do or die. But when it comes to certain things like finance, um, health wise, cooking for yourself, taking care of your family, taking care of others, those are the necessity things that will pretty much shape you and make you more mature in the long run. So that's one of the things I wanted to discuss today. And we'll do this kind of thing, a daily reminder. Obviously, I want to remind myself on certain things that I want to show my boys, not only my boys but also my daughters. But for my daughters, also different. You want to be the protector and not only put her out there, but when it comes to my son, I want to make sure that they see the world and learn how to defend themselves and be vocal. And one of the things that I do not want them is to only be using their aggression and be physical. I want them to use their mind. I want them to vocalize some of the things that they know it's not working for them. But all the basic general things that we want to learn as boys, I want to make sure I'm part of it. So inshallah, may Allah preserve me and keep me alive until I get to see that. But that's what I'm trying to focus on. So inshallah, whatever you guys are thinking, if I missed something that could be beneficial to all of us as men, feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Inshallah. Until the next time. Assalamu alaikum.